call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Mr. Brown.
Hey, buddy.
Happy 78th birthday, sir.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
I just wish you weren't in prison.
Me too. I got a list. I found a location for some really inexpensive books that would be nice to have.
You bet. Let me get to my pen and paper so I can write them down, and I'll do our best to get them to you.
Appreciate it.
I'm ready.
Okay. Website is HamiltonBook.com.
Okay.
And they have a list sheet up. You can look online there. And the books I'm looking at, there's a few right here. It's called the Mueller Report.
Mueller Report. Okay.
Item number 298. God, my eyesight is terrible. No light. 298 is 298-4040.
Okay.
That's one item. Next item would be the Watchdogs Don't Bark. These are like $5 books, $4 books.
Okay.
The number is 378-8539.
Okay.
Another book is Wrong and Dangerous.
What was the first word?
Wrong.
Oh, wrong and dangerous. Yeah.
W-R-O-N-G. Wrong and Dangerous.
Got it.
So it's regarding the Constitution. Item number is 299-5271.
Okay.
There's another number here, too. They say publish that. I think the item number should get it, though. There shouldn't be any problem. I can't see the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, those four from that one, those four, it was, yeah. 1, 2, 3, yeah, those four there.
Wait. I just got three, right? Mueller Report, Watchdogs Don't Bark, and Wrong and Dangerous. What was the fourth one?
The other two were the Watchdogs Don't Bark. The Mueller Report was the first one.
Yep.
You got that one?
Yep. Mueller Report, Watchdogs Don't Bark, and Wrong and Dangerous.
The other one was Friends Divided.
Oh, okay.
Item.
Yep.
And item number 3829227.
Got it.
Those four. Robbins, there was one other guy here. He's got some stuff that's it's got to do with the law, constitutional law. Again, same type of thing. There are $4 items, it's $5 items, that sort of thing. And his location was right here. For books, HTTP.
Yep.
:// And it is Tiny, 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 URL.
Yep.
TINYURL.
Yep.
.com.
Okay.
/ C is in Charlie, T is in Tom, J is in Jack. Number 3, just the number 3.
Oh, okay.
And then it's either 25X or Z5X. I don't know. I think it's 25X, but it could be a Z instead of a 2.
Okay, I got it.
That's it. The books that I'm looking for from him is all those little pocket books that he has. I think he's only got like about 4 or 5. And all of those things are pertaining to constitutional law. And he condenses it all down to a little packed booklet form.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to go there now as we talk. But I wanted to let you know, David Deshane did reply, and he provided the writing that you had talked about earlier. The letter you had written. He did publish that, and he gave me a link to where it was published, and then I forwarded it to everybody I knew.
Good. That's what I wanted to do. Spread that around. Now, one of the things I wanted to get on to you, because it's too late for you to read over here, so I'm going to have it copied. I'm going to send it to you. I'm sending a package out to you tomorrow morning. There's a bunch of stuff in to the case and a few other things. But this thing here, that I've got in my hand right now, is the absolute condensed version of what happened in the United States on March 9th, 1933. When they sold, when the legislature and the governors all got together behind the scenes and somebody just totally sold this country out. So that we are now owned, we are in bankruptcy and have been in receivership for almost 100 years now. Sadly, unbeknownst to the American people, but of course the insiders all know that it's going on. And they even talk about it publicly, but we don't know what they're talking about. We haven't known what they're talking about. And I've been at this as long as I have. And I'm going to tell you, everybody has been dishonest. But let me give you a quick little short version for a couple minutes here of what this thing is all about. Ready?
Okay.
The United States exists in two forms. The original United States, which controlled the federal government until 1860. It's with the Civil War, remember? And federal United States, which was incorporated in 1871. That's what you keep hearing me talk about, the Act of 1871, where we lost it all. They were incorporated, they had Washington, D.C., but they're only supposed to have 10 miles squared. That's about 100 square miles altogether, right there where they are. No place else do they have jurisdictions at all. Anyway, we get all that information in hand. The government of the original United States of America was usurped by the government of the federal United States, which only controls the District of Columbia and its territories. Washington, D.C. As a for-profit corporation that acts as our national government, the corporate United States under public commercial law rather than private common law. The original Constitution and Declaration of Independence refer to these lowercase u, United States. The word united is in lowercase, is an adjective. I can't even read it's too dark in here. Anyway, but you get the idea. This is a definitive explanation of what happened in 1933. It's several pages, but it's a condensed version. The books that you're ordering right there, from if we get them, but you go online and you get the list, whatever he's got. Those little pocket books from Dave Robinson. I gave you that website, right, on the books?
Yeah, it's HamiltonBook.com. I am finding the book.
Not that one. HamiltonBook.com is a separate issue.
Okay.
That's a separate location. Dave Robinson himself is ready.
Yep.
Let me give you his email address.
Okay.
It's D as in dog, Robin, ROBIN.
Yep.
88 at Comcast, COMCAST.net.
Okay.
Now those little booklets that he has, everybody should have. I mean it.
And what do we do? Just email him and we just email him and ask him where to get them?
Yeah, you can get them at that address I gave you, the HTTP. They can be ordered there.
Okay. Hold on. While you were talking earlier, I tried to go to that tiny URL. So I went to tiny URL. Can I read that back because it's not bringing up anything that I can read?
Read it back.
Okay, tiny URL.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
You got books at http:// right?
Yep.
And it says tiny, TINY, URL.com
Yep.
/ is C as in Charlie, T as in Tom, J as in Jack, the number 3, just the number 3, 25X, or it's Z5X, I don't know. That's it.
Okay, I'm trying 25X right now. Okay, and 25X does not appear to be doing anything. I'm going to try Z5X
Okay.
and see what happens. Neither one of those appear to be good. I mean, I can email David Robbins.
Let me throw this at you then, okay?
Okay, all right.
Punch out on, see if you can get a national, let's see, what is it? National Liberty Alliance.
Okay, hold on. National
Liberty Alliance, that's a .org. National Liberty Alliance.org. www.nationallibertyalliance.org.
Yes, I absolutely can get there. I absolutely, yeah, I'm there. I'm there right now.
So they're connected to the same URL for these books.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
If you contact them, then they can get them. They get to the right books.
Okay. Now that's a big website. It says join the NLA plan. Join NLA. I'm looking.
They have all kinds of stuff that they're involved in all over the country.
Okay. But what kind of books are we talking about? All the books, or just is there like a subset or?
No, I'm only looking for those small pocket books that are from that URL. And they're called, one of them's called Common Law. It's a book on common law. Another book is called On Straw Man. Those books there, they'll know what you're talking about when you tell them.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you.
We have a couple of other books that he's got on that. Because I just downloaded the Common Law one. I've been writing the whole book out in lieu of not being able to have one of my own. And I'm going to tell you something. It's some powerful information in that little booklet.
Okay.
Very revealing. A lot of stuff on how to do things.
Got it.
And who is what? Who's in charge? And why is in charge? Who's American? What is an American sovereign? What's the difference between a citizen uppercase and citizen lowercase? All that stuff.
Yep. Okay.
Does it make a difference at all? You bet your life it makes a difference. I've been studying this stuff now, especially in the last 13 years I've been in the system. And I'm going to tell you something. We finally caught up to the dogs. And now the game's in sight. It's going to get very interesting from this day forth. Did you hear what's going on up in Maine?
No, what's going on in Maine?
President sent in some, they must have really got to him. It's going to be military SOG, Special Operations Group, Black Ops stuff, CIA, or FBI, Special Operations Group. They're kidnapping people up in Maine, is what they've been doing at these rallies. They have a Portland, Maine going on, and the citizens are getting very upset. Now, on Friday, the whole thing was starting to fizzle down, and everybody was starting to break up and go about their business and stuff. And they came in and they started kidnapping some people. One guy, an ex-Navy guy, they beat the hell out of him, too. They really busted him up pretty bad, broke his arm and stuff. And then they kidnapped him. And then he got back out again, he's back out. Whoa! So now that really they went from like about 100 people left, little broke up groups, to 1,000 in a matter of an hour or so.
Wow.
So, and they're all screaming about that the feds are in there escalating the problem, because the problem was just fizzling out. They were just having a demonstration, a peaceful one, like normal, And the feds come in there and they instigated the whole thing and made them all worked up again. This is what they're doing. They're testing the waters now to see how far they can go. Now remember, when I'm saying this clearly. I'd be glad to talk to them publicly if they like to talk about it, because that's the only thing we know how to do it. It's in the open and very honest. What in hell are they doing? Why are the federal governments operating inside these states doing black bag operations like that? We need to know. I need to know. So do you.
Yep.
And everybody else. All right. So that's that. What's going on over there?
Well, I have heard about what you're talking about, where the feds, there was a big stink about it in the Patriot News community about the feds just arresting people and taking them to undisclosed locations. and it's absolutely unconstitutional. Nobody even knows where they went. I mean, it's like they just disappeared. But I'm looking at the free books on this website. One of them is Koffler, Koffler, Common Law Handbook. I haven't found the Strawman book, but I'll send them an email and ask them if you know, because there's a list of free PDF books. And I did find Koffler Common Law Handbook. So that's probably what you're referring to when you say common law.
Yep, those are, yep.
But I haven't found a Strawman book, so I'll have to email the website and ask them where the Strawman book is.
Yeah, I guess there's 2 or 3 other books he's got too like that. They're just little small pocket books. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Booklet.
Right.
Little booklet stuff.
Yeah.
But we were stunned at how amazingly accurate the information was and how much of they had. But they filled in the gaps. So
Yeah.
that's all we need now. I should be scheduled for going to before the judge in about 3 to 4 weeks.
Isn't it like very likely you're going to get out because all of your co-defendants are out? Elaine's out, Jason's out, Daniel's out. I mean, it seems like a disparity of sentencing. I don't see how they can keep you in there.
There's no question of disparity.
Yep.
See, understand something, Randy, if you will, please. The judge has this form of government and this form of law. Remember, you have a foreign national organization now running this country. Not under the Constitution, but under the corporation receivership of the bankruptcy of 1933. That's why they're so nasty all the time to the American people. Because they're taking orders from this European cartel, not from the American people or under the Constitution. And the courts themselves, they are operating with, make note of this, arbitrary powers. They can overrule any decision that the jury says or that is made in that courtroom and make their own personal decision. The judges can, and that's what they've been doing. Damn the law. That's why these guys that are innocent and being put into prison, political prisoners, are going into prison because the judge has this arbitrary power.
Yeah.
Given to him by the corporation. It's to us it's not lawful, but they don't care about the Constitution because that's been put aside. It's still in existence. But that's also why the American people have to understand the Constitution so that they can defend themselves against it correctly. Now they do have that ability because they are just a force. That's why they're going to have the guns taken away from the American people. That's why they have to build themselves up into an army, which is what they've been doing with all of our police departments and stuff around the country. And a lot of our police departments around the country, as much as we love them, have turned.
Yeah, right.
Just like they do in every country around the country. They turn over to the... Well, I had several police officers tell me, I want to be on the winning side. I said, what the hell are you talking about? You're on the winning side. Don't you care about your country at all? You say winning side. We're 320 million people. You think we're going to sit back here and let anybody do this to us again like they did, like King George tried to do back in 76? It's not going to happen. So they should be talking to us rather than just doing their stupid operations like a bunch of kids with big boys with toys. Because that's all it amounts to. We have a plan. It will be a working plan if they just slow down and stop doing the crap that they're doing and talk with us. It will work very well and make them look like heroes if they do it. Now, we know that they want to take over the world, correct?
Yeah, they want to take over the world and kill us. They want to depopulate the world.
They do. But there's another way to do it. They want to kill us because they know that the world population is getting too big for the planet. And it is. There's no question about that. But we have a plan on how to taper that off and have it go back to a more healthy level without hurting anybody. All you got to do is stop this incest, this breeding, and this raping children, and having babies, and letting these guys with one welfare go ahead and impregnate all these women like they've been doing this stuff.
You have 1 minute left.
I'm sorry? Oh, that was them.
That was the recording, yeah. It said 1 minute, 1 minute. Yep.
Okay. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Mr. Brown, and we look forward to you being out of prison. And, they're mandating everybody wear a mask. In some states, it's $1,000 fine if you don't even wear a mask.
Tell them to go to hell.
Yeah.
Tell them to go to hell.
Right.
You don't have to wear the mask there. We all know that that's a bunch of news media event, and they're doing it to cover up the fact that the middle class is being destroyed economically. That's what they're going to come up and say. Well, it was because of COVID. It wasn't because of COVID. It was because of the legislature themselves have created this situation. It happened. Boom. Talk to you soon.
Okay. God bless you, Ed. We're praying for you. I wish there was a way I could send you an email or something, but I'll mail you a letter.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up.
Okay, my wife wanted to say Donna sends her love, but we didn't get a chance, and it just didn't happen. But next time we talk to Ed Brown, we'll say Donna sends her love.